Hi guys, welcome back to TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I am here doing the zodiacs for the month of June. I'm currently on, let me look here on my paper. We are doing Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and all cross watchers. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I appreciate you being here. If this resonates with you, please consider joining our tribe by hitting subscribe. Click that wiggly bell in order to get all of the notifications for my current uploads. And just welcome in. I hope you have a good time. I hope you find the clarity you need. These readings are about the person on your heart and mind. They're not for singles, unless, of course, you're single, but you're yearning for or missing or thinking about a romantic interest. For those of you that are returning, thank you for coming back. You know I love you. I'm so grateful for your love and support, and I'm grateful to be back working steady again after a little bit of a wobbly period in my life. And so we're going to take a look at the sign of Cancer for the month of June for the person on their heart and mind. Dear Mother, Father, God, please come into this space and bless it. Make it holy ground. Surround us in the white light of love and protection. Cast my ego to the outside so I can be a clear channel for spirit messages. Cast my viewers' ego to the outside so they can be a clear receiver of spirit messages. We ask that it be, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Cancer. The way we're going to do this reading is we're going to do an energy check-in by looking at the past, the present, and then possible future, or at least the storyline as it's unfolding for you. And if it resonates, it's probably your reading. If it doesn't, you may want to check out your moon, your rising, your Venus sign, or cross watch for your person. And if none of those resonate, then it's just not your month for me being your oracle. So after I do past, present, future, or the storyline, energy check-in, we're going to clarify. Then we're going to take a look at your person's thoughts, feelings, intentions, next action towards you. We're going to get messages to you from your person, what they would say if they, had the courage to talk to you, what would they tell you? And then we're going to get you advice from Spirit and a timing card. So let's just get into it, shall we? If you'd like to book your personal reading, because this is a collective reading, my collective readings usually, they have a common thread. And it's usually because I don't know why I think I'm meant to learn astrology. I think it's part of what Spirit wants me to incorporate, because I tend to read a lot. When I read energy, it is connected to the planetary stuff. And I only know that because I have a friend that's an astrologer, and she tells me, Tracy, you may not realize it, but that's exactly what's going on right now. This planet moved here and did this and that. And so if it seems like a lot of my zodiacs or a lot of my readings have a red thread that ties them all together collectively, I think that's the reason why. All right. All right, let's get into it for Cancer Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm going to do one more shuffle, a cut, and then we're going to take it right from the top. For Cancer, in the month of May. These are timeless readings, by the way. So it may say it's for May, but if Spirit draws you to it, then I would say there's a reason for that. Check it out. All right, Cancer. What's the story? What's the energy? The past, the present, potential future. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. Bada, bada, bing. All right. So in the past, It feels like, okay, and another thing I wanted to say in my readings is that I use the pronouns he and she, but I'm looking at energy, masculine. Everybody has masculine and feminine energy within them, but in a relationship, there's generally two people. And those two people resonate with a masculine or feminine energy, regardless of the body that they inhabit. And so I will be using the pronouns he and she, referring to the players. And so here we have a feminine energy who is very attractive, very inspirational, very confident, magnetic. But I think that she might have thrown up some blocks. She may have, I'm going to clarify this, but it kind of feels like she's grown, she's transformed, she's changed, she's protective of her energy. She knows her value. She's raised her standard. And there are those that would probably not be too happy about that and try to knock her down a peg or two. But I think that maybe in the past that was a thing, like she allowed other people to pull her down or hold her down or keep her feeling unworthy or stealing or robbing her confidence. I think that's what's changed. I think she's changed because of a transformation here. Now I'm going to clarify this to make sure I'm right, because it's a collective reading. There might be other storylines. But in the current energy, because here, we got this confidence, this magnetism, this beauty, this, sitting on her throne knowing that she's got this and she's leveled up. Obviously, she's leveled up and she's protecting her stature here. And I do believe this is a change because, again, this feeling of being burdened and held down and responsible, maybe even codependent, because we've got independence here. And this independence is, I can do this without, or in spite of anybody else. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to drop the drama, drop the arguments, drop the tension, and I'm going to succeed in spite of any other conflicts around me. And it could be choosing to be single, choosing to walk this path alone. Because look at this. I mean, we got the Queen of Wands, we've got the pre-Empress energy, we've got the Empress energy, and what it's attracting is the King of Pentacles. This is, I've got this. I'm abundant. Everything I touch turns to gold. I'm the magician. So Cancer, I like this energy. And I do know that I think it's Jupiter. I'm not sure. I'm just channeling. You guys don't hold me to it because, like I said, I channel astrology. But I don't know astrology, but I feel it like it's Jupiter or whatever planet expands and makes things big. Just entered the sign of Cancer is what I'm hearing. And if I remember, I think I watched a video that talked about that. Was going to happen, but I can't quite focus in and remember for certain. But there is a planet that's moving into the sign of Cancer, or Cancer, moving into the sign of Cancer. And so things are going to expand. And I think you're having a glow up, Cancer. This is like I know my value. I know my worth. I'm working on my own stability. I'm not allowing, the Queen of Swords isn't here, but I'm feeling her energy. Like in the Seven of Wands actually is where I'm feeling the Queen of Swords. This is like, I'm tired. I'm tired of being everybody's everything. Cancers are yummy. People just want to be with a Cancer because they're the surrogate mother, They're going to nurture and protect and love and coddle. But the Queen of Wands, she's more independent. She's more sure of herself. She's a little bit more self-oriented. I wouldn't say selfish. I'd say self-loving. Cancer, you're having a glow up. And there could be the person on your heart and mind contributed to this glow up. Somehow, some way, created this transformation within you, possibly because of the conflict. But it looks to me like you're either becoming your own master of your world, your universe, by manifesting your highest and best frequency, your highest and best life, possibly finances, career, beauty. You're just having a glow up. Or if this King of Pentacles is the person on your heart and mind, the future, and I'm getting the hiccups. I get the hiccups when I'm channeling. I have to clarify this, but it feels like you're either manifesting, because the Magician is about using all of its alchemy. It's using all of the elements to create what you want. It's to bring something from above to the below and solidify it. And so this King of Pentacles can represent an energy or a person. If it's a person, then you're manifesting a partner that is stable, committed, abundant, reliable, capable. And it's because they see your value because now you do. And so this could be a new person or this could be the past person. We do have death here. Death is transformation. But, an ending brings new beginnings. And so it could be this person changing because you changed. And now they see your value. Or this could be a new person. So let's just get into it and see. I'm going to use a different deck. And I didn't even look at the bottom of the deck. So apparently, usually I use the bottom of the deck, but I started shuffling. So I guess we're not using the bottom of the deck this time. And I don't believe in mistakes. I believe everything happens for a reason. All right, why is the Queen of Wands here? Clarify this Queen of Wands in the past. I told you. Didn't I tell you I felt the Queen of Swords? Didn't I tell you I felt the Queen of Swords right here? Healthy boundaries, healthy boundaries, healthy boundaries. Because you leveled up. You leveled up and you put up a boundary. And that created an energy shift, a transformation. Tell me about The boundary. What is the boundary? Ooh, with the devil. No more. No more. Look at, there's the death card right there. Bottom of the deck. Don't know why I looked at it. I just turned it over and there it was. It's like you leveled up and you've made up your mind that you're not going to be chained to or codependent or toxically connected with people that don't see your worth, because in the past perhaps you didn't and now you do. Tell me about this devil. What is this devil? Could be dealing with a Gemini. Not Gemini. Capricorn. Somebody could be dealing with a Gemini. And the Tower. And the walls come tumbling down. I think you had a glow up. I think you had an epiphany. I think somebody, maybe it's this person on your heart and mind. They were toxic and you had to end it, or they ended it. Somebody ended it, or the divine stepped in and brought the Tower down. But you know, I don't know, because the Tower's in reverse. So maybe, let me clarify that. Clarify the Tower in reverse. Go to the death card. Ace of Pentacles. Again, you brought the Tower down. You brought it down. You said enough with this devil bullshit. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. And if you're not going to give it to me, I'm going to give it to myself. I think you had a very long history of being codependent and probably manifesting toxic relationships. And I think somebody came into your life and really, you know, hammered it home, really showed you the writing on the wall, and you said enough is enough, and you awakened and leveled up, and now you see your own self-worth. And if the person on your heart and mind came in and made you a promise or made you some kind of a stable offer, proposed or said they wanted to spend the rest of their lives with you, I think you saw the truth. I think you had an awakening around the fact that, you know, you were waiting for other people to validate you and to rescue you and show up for you. And I think you had an awakening realizing that you can't expect other people to validate you, because some of them can't, because of their own demons. Needy people attract needy people. Yeah, this is an awakening. This is an aha moment. It's judgment. I think you walked away, or they walked away. Somebody left, emotionally withdrew. It's like you were stuck for a long time on this person or on this decision or on the need to do this. You were on the fence. Maybe this person, because I'm feeling the Two of Pentacles now, maybe this person was reliable, stable, secure. Maybe they called you every day, showed up every day, and then they didn't. And then it was like, okay, what happened? Tower moment. And you had to sit with the energy of, can I trust this person? Do they mean it? Maybe they were reliable enough that they always came back, but they never really stayed. And so you were on the fence. You needed to make a judgment. You needed to decide what experience you wanted to have, and somehow you found your footing. You found your sense of value, sense of worth, and you put up a boundary and you said, listen, I know what I deserve, and I'm not going to accept anything less. And so somebody left this relationship. Maybe they just ghosted. Maybe they stopped communicating. Maybe they just withdrew. Maybe they felt judged. Maybe they are facing their own demons, but it feels like you held them accountable for their behaviors and their actions, and you didn't chase. And maybe even stopped crying. That's for somebody. So in the now moment, what's happening with this Ten of Wands? Why is it here? Why is the Ten of Wands here? There's that Eight of Cups. See, that's the burden. The burden is, should I move on? Should I leave? Should I free myself? Become independent? Should I drop the burdens and just cut my losses? The person in the Eight of Cups is leaving a lot of emotional investment toward the Nine of Cups because they wanted the Nine of Cups and never got it. It was never manifested. It just seemed almost like it's almost there. You're almost there. But you never get there. You never get there. It just becomes burdensome. It becomes heavy, emotionally heavy. And so you walked away, or you withdrew energetically. You stopped giving to this person because you wanted them to give to you. And if they couldn't see your value and worth and feel like they could give to you what you deserved, then you're currently willing to either walk away, or you already have, and you're independently creating a life that you can be proud of. Giving that pentacle to yourself. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Nine of Swords. I need one more on that, please. Eight of Wands. So this could be I need one more. Oh, there's that Nine of Cups. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. So I think you sat for a long time worrying about this. There was a lot of conflict. There was a lot of doubts and fears about moving forward, about whether or not this person would ever return. Would they ever bring, like, when am I going to get my 9 of Pentacles? When am I going to get my 10th Pentacle? When am I going to get an offer that I can bite and bury in the backyard? Something that actually is moving me forward toward my 9 of Cups. But there's stress, there's worry, there's fear about taking this walk, you know. There's fear about success. I think you're wondering if this person will ever change. Will this person, I think you wanted them to change. I think you held them accountable for their behavior, and you thought by holding them accountable, you know, that if you withdrew your energy, that they would miss you, that they would communicate with you, that they'd reach out, that they would realize that you are their 9 of Cups. And you thought you were being independent, but really it feels like you weren't. I mean, it was hard for you to completely change who you are as a Cancer. You absolutely had a glow up and became more independent, but there's still a part of you that is hoping that this person will return. Tell me about the 5 of Swords. Why is the 5 of Swords here? 2 of Cups. One more, please. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. I think that you were divinely guided to hold a boundary with this person, probably for the first time, maybe even with any person for the first time. You leveled up, you grew up, you transformed, probably because you got real tired of being the only one that gives in a situation, and it became burdensome. And so you were very divinely guided. This is like, I'm feeling like this is the spiritual lesson, is that you were being under advisement. That this had to happen. So you followed advisement, you know, whether, you know, like me, you watched tarot, or you meditated, or you just got signs and synchronicities or whatever. But you did this because deep down inside, you know you deserve the 2 of Cups, and you think it's with this person. You believe they're your 2 of Cups, but they were so wishy-washy, and, you know, you held this boundary, but you're beginning to feel like you didn't really win. You weren't triumphant, you know, putting this boundary up and holding it and saying, well, I'm not going to reach out to them. I'm not going to chase them. I'm not going to give them love. I'm not going to, I know my value. I'm going to, the ball's in their court. They got to come to me. They got to make this right. They got to communicate and reach out. They've got to offer me that Ace of Pentacles in a real solid way, because I believe that this is my dream. This is my wish. This is my person. But you're feeling this hollow victory, like nobody wins. They lost you, you lost them, but you're meant to be together is how you feel. And so it's a hollow victory. It is a victory, but it feels like a hollow victory. Is it? Tell me about the 5 of Swords again. Is it a hollow victory? Now we have the King of Swords. So we have the Queen of Swords, King of Swords. This person is mirroring you. They're matching your energy. If you come at them cold, they're going to stay cold, is what I'm getting. Tell me about the King of Swords with the Five of Swords. They're stubborn. They're stubborn. There's Cancer's energy. It could be you. Could be you. But I mean, we got the Two of Cups. We got the King and Queen of Swords. You're out of your element. But this is about forward movement. It's about balancing. It's a clear, concise decision to move forward. With, without, or in spite of. Why is the King of Swords here? Whose energy is this? Well, I was asking about the Five of Swords and the Two of Cups, and I got the King of Swords. Yeah, it's the one you held. This is who you put a boundary up. And so they're mirroring you. It's like, okay, this is stubborn energy. This is, okay, well, you're not going to reach out or talk to me. I'm not going to reach out or talk to you. You think you're good enough for me. I'm thinking I'm good enough for you. You're thinking they need to apologize and come forward, and they're thinking you should. And there's an imbalance here. You're mirroring. You're both defensive. Things that make you go, All right, tell me about the Empress. I'm making a mess. Don't even know if you guys can see all these. Let's look at this Empress. Clear, concise messages for my Cancers in May. The Eight of Swords. Empress, please. Why is the Empress here? And Fool. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. And the Hanged Man. Tell me about the Magician. No, I don't want to take sloppy. If it's meant to come out, it will. Tell me about the Magician. I think I'm off camera here. Sorry, guys, I channel and everything becomes a mess, but don't worry, my mind's still getting it. Magician. Ten of Swords. The Knight of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. All right. So the future potential is what you don't see is an opportunity for a new beginning with a King of Pentacles. And I don't know if the King of Pentacles is this King of Swords or not. I'm going to be honest. I think it is. I mean, there's no real way for me to know for sure. But what I'm seeing here is the Empress. So you've had this level up. And I think it's you. I mean, it doesn't have to be. If you're a cross watcher, put yourself where you belong. But this is divine feminine energy. And I think you know your value, your worth, and you're not bending the rules. You're not chasing. You're attracting. You're holding boundaries. You're speaking your truth. You had a great awakening because of this person. You're not dancing with the devil anymore. You've freed yourself from limited beliefs, from feeling burdened, from feeling like you owe everybody something, being a people pleaser, feeling responsible and dutiful to make everybody and everything feel worthy and loved, and like you went from really being kind of codependent to independent. But even though you raised your frequency and vibration, you still have doubts. You're still feeling a bit blind to the future. I think you're really wanting a new beginning. You're wanting this person to return. You're wanting this person to show up for you in an equal, balanced way. You want them to awaken. You want them to see you. You want them to level up. You want them to be reliable and practical and there's a potential for that to happen with the Fool card. This person it feels like you can't move on. It's weird. It's, the Empress isn't stuck. She's never stuck. And yet here you are sitting as the Empress and you're feeling stuck and you're thinking. You're thinking that you can't start over or that you can't rekindle or you're still practicing the vibration of the Empress and you're wobbly. And I need more on that Eight of Swords. It doesn't feel right. Why is the Eight of Swords here? It's the Five of Wands again. It's the inner conflict. It's the overthinking, confusion. Why is the King of Pentacles and Hangman? Justice. You're waiting for this person to make it right. It's like, I get this feeling like, oh, okay. Temperance. Seven of Cups. All right. So I'm getting a whole new feel for this. This is like, you have options. You know that you know what you deserve. And you're tired of fighting for it. But you're not completely in alignment with manifesting it. There's all this potential here. But there's alchemy happening for this manifestation. You see, the great alchemist uses all of the tools and all of the elements. I think about it, I speak about it, I desire it, I visualize it, I'm in coherence. My heart and my mind are in alignment to the receiving of it. And that's how you create, is you have to be vibrationally in frequency of receiving it. And what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing conflict. It's like the universe is saying, we want to give you what you want, Cancer, what you deserve, Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. But there's still something you can't see clearly. Because of this painful ending. It's here. It's here. It's you just have to really integrate and own your transformation. And then here it comes. Here it comes. Tell me about the Five of Cups. Page of Wands. Six of Swords. Yeah, this is about you're going to get your King of Pentacles. You're going to get what you deserve. You're going to get stability. Somebody that matches your frequency. Somebody that sees your value. Because you're in the frequency, but you haven't integrated it. There's still this feeling of loneliness, this loss, this regret, this grieving, this ending. We have two tens. You know, it's the old you, the old you, the old you, the caterpillar is dying to the old self, to the ego. And because nothing really exists in this world manifested but our mirrors, when you finally transform, when you finally become the butterfly, when you finally own it fully, without fear, without regret, without grieving, without it's just you grieving you, the former you. The moment you let go fully of all of the things that didn't work out, of all the relationships that didn't see you, of all the times this person didn't show up for you, didn't see you, when you finally just sit in the knowing that whether it's this person or a new person, it doesn't really matter. You grieve the past and you let go of the former you, and you just fully embody this new beautiful Empress energy fully. And then something magical happens. Everything starts balancing out. New love comes in, a new offer comes in with real potential and communication. And it leads you away from this painful past and into something fully manifested. What is manifesting? What is manifesting? Love. And for some of you, a return, an apology. Everything you thought holding your boundary was going to do will eventually do, but not until you completely 100% own it. And that's hard for you because you still feel responsible. You still feel guilty. You still feel like somehow, some way, you ruined it, or you're not, maybe you feel guilty for not reaching out, or not being the one to make it happen. And that's new for you. And so if you're trying to manifest this stability and reliable, committed relationship, you have to fully own the new you. And that's hard because the old you is still there, kind of transforming. And so hold that frequency. Don't let the past dictate your future. You are new. You are renewed. You are enlightened. You are transformed. And, the butterfly may still have memories of being the caterpillar, but it's not going to crawl on its belly like its former self, because it can't. It's so against its new nature. Once you know, you know. And I think you finally know, Cancer, that you deserve love. You deserve commitment. You deserve happiness. You deserve, the one that's meant for you. And whether it's this person from your past or somebody new, you have to just know with all your heart and soul that it's coming. It's on its way to you, one way or another. So let's look at your person on your heart and mind, because I know that's what you came here for, and see how they think, how they feel. What are their intentions for my viewer? So cross watchers, I'm going to do it from the viewer's point of view. If you are the viewer of this video, we're looking at your person on your heart, on your mind. We're going to look at what they think about when they think about you, what they feel when they're feeling you, what are their intentions towards you, and what might be their next action toward you. All right, their thoughts, their feelings. Ooh, there's that Queen of Wands. Their intentions. There's the Empress. And their most likely next action. Remember, actions can change. Here's a Five of Cups. Oh, I'm going to wallow. All right, let's clarify. Do I want to use this deck to clarify, Spirit? Queen of Cups wants to show herself. Can we clarify the Ten of Cups? I want to use a different deck. Don't know why, but I do. Clear, concise messages for my viewer about their person on their heart and mind in the month of June. Ten of Cups. Why is it here? Why is the Ten of Cups here? Why is the Ten of Cups here? We have playfulness. It's a Page of Wands, and I swear to God, the Page of Wands was on the bottom of this other deck. And I asked myself, do I want to take the bottom of the deck? And I didn't know, and I just kind of wanted to, but didn't. So we got the Page of Wands. It wanted to come out one way or the other. And so this is new adventure. This is playful. This is, let's lighten this up. Let's be young and enthusiastic. Let me I want to be happy and joyful. You make me feel young again. You make me feel inspired and happy and youthful. I keep hearing youthful, like maybe you're older or maybe your person's a little older and they're like, oh, I just feel like I want to run away, and like it's that unbound freedom that we have as youthful love. When they think of you, you make them feel young again. You make them feel inspired and playful and happy and joyful. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. How do they feel? We have the Ace of Wands, the source. Come on, baby, light my fire. Gonna set the night on fire. This person has so much passion for you. So much fire energy. It's like you make them happy, you light them up, you're so attractive. Tell me about their intentions with the Empress. Why is the Empress here as their intentions? Clear, concise messages for Cancer. Abundance. Thank you. Guess who came to the party? King of Pentacles. So their intentions are they want to meet you in this mature, stable, grounded, committed way. Their intention is to be what you held them accountable for, what you expect from them. And you may be the first person that's ever truly expected them to be responsible for their actions, to be accountable and reliable and trustworthy. And I don't think in the past they were able to be that for you. I think they were young, and maybe you were young when you met. I don't know, but they felt immature and fiery, and you're asking them to be committed. And they want to be. Their intentions are to honor you. You are the divine feminine. You are attracting and not chasing. And that's causing this person to really, really have to change who they are. Because who they are is fiery. Maybe even a little unpredictable or flighty. I'm hearing flighty. Tell me about the Five of Cups for their next action. The potential action. Five of Cups. We have the Fool. One more on the Fool, please. Four of Pentacles. And there's the Empress again. This person regrets allowing their old wounds to prevent them from opening up and taking a chance with you. See, it's all about the integration. Didn't I tell you you have to integrate the new you? You got to really, that is the alchemy. It's like you went through a transformation. And this person is becoming aware now that they see you different. They feel you different. Their eyes are opening and they're realizing that, you know, you made them happy, you made them feel young and inspired, you lit them up. It was so passionate. But because of that, they didn't respect you, they didn't honor you, they just saw you as a dalliance. And it was all because of their fear because of past wounds. They were afraid to take a chance. So their next action their next potential action depends on you. It's all alchemy. Every bit of it. It's all about vibration and frequency. You have to be the divine feminine. You have to. It's the Ace of Swords. It's consciousness, integration. The moment you get it, the moment you stop crawling when you have these beautiful wings, is the moment this person is going to take action. But we have to close the chapter of the past, and we have to be willing to open up, to receive, and to give freely, without fear of rejection, without fear of messing up, without it's like we got the Fool, we got two aces. It's really like the ball is in your court, Cancer. But not intentionally, not like this person is saying, well, the ball's in her court. She either reaches out to me or she don't. This is about you fully owning your transformation. It's about you. This is about this is the lifetime that you get what you deserve, and not because you earned it, but because it was always meant to be yours. And the moment you realize that and become consciously aware of it, then you create it. And then this person is free to start over with you. But you see, the Empress is unconditional love. And the Queen of Swords is not. And so you have to open up and love unconditionally. And you can have those healthy boundaries. You can have that confidence. You can know your value, know your worth. But you can't judge. You can't sit in the feeling of rejection and loss and grief. Because if you do, then you vibrationally are not in alignment with being the divine feminine. Everything gets alchemized and birthed through the divine feminine. She is the mother of all creation. And I think you've been trying to create a new beginning with this person. But the thing that's holding you back is the belief that somehow, some way, there's an imbalance. You know, before it was you didn't feel worthy of them. They were better than you. And so there was that feeling of not being chosen or worthy or chosen. I keep hearing chosen. Like somehow they could do better and did or wanted to or whatever, and maybe they left you. But you have to forgive the past. You have to remember that hurt people, and that everybody's on their own journey, and everybody's had their own heartbreak, their own grief, their own old wounds. And instead of cutting them off and tit for tat, this person is waiting for you to just forgive them and show compassion and love. And yeah, boundaries, healthy boundaries, but not closed off, angry. This is about alignment and divine timing. Look at that, round and round we go with that Three of Swords and that Queen of Swords. See, you've been hurt. You had your heart broken, possibly many times, possibly from this person. And so it's taken a long time to heal this and integrate this new energy. You can't, if you're manifesting more of the same when you're in this miser, this Queen of Swords energy. So this person feels you. They feel your energy. You're very connected spiritually. And they'll know when it's time to come forward, because they'll feel when you truly are open to forgive them and to receive them. And they want it. And you're manifesting it. They're manifesting it. But you know, what we truly manifest is our subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is still a little angry. And maybe this person knows it. I don't know if you had a conversation, a text message, or some kind of a communication. Or maybe it's just 5D. Maybe you're connected psychically, telepathically. But I think this person has recently tried to be playful and lighten things up, and you held them accountable again. And they still need to prove to you that they're not going to hurt you again, that they're not going to ditch you again, that they're not going to treat you less than again, that they're actually going to choose you, that you're the one. I keep hearing, whether it's this person or another, you're never going to truly manifest unconditional love until you embody it. And so whatever's hurting inside of you, Cancer, it's time to really look at it and send love to it. And if what's really hurting inside of you is this person, then you need to send love to it. Maybe reach out if you feel like you can, in a playful, forgiving way. Not in a chasing way, not in a desperate way, not in a way that but in an unconditional, like, you know, I hope you're okay. I really just want to know that you're okay. Want you to know that I care. And then, yes, if this person comes back in the Knight of Wands energy or the Five of Pentacles energy or the Three of Swords energy, you know, absolutely, it's okay for you to put it up boundaries. But they have to be put up with love and not anger. Yeah, I'm sorry that was a total channeled message. I don't know who it's for, Cancer, but if it's yours, own it. This is about integrating the lesson. It's integration. Right there it is. I spoke it. I said the word in the very first spread before I ever pulled the card. It's alchemy. It's, you're no longer the caterpillar. You're the butterfly. Own it. Own it. And not in a cocky, fuck you, I'm better than you way, but in a way that, you know, I understand that hurt people hurt people. I understand that you've gone through your own past wounds and you're operating from your own limited perspective and hurt, broken heart. And maybe together we can just be there for each other in a way that nobody else was or can be. I don't know. It's what I'm feeling. All right. Let's get you messages from your person. Messages for Cancer in the month of May from their person. It's all about alignment. There's divine timing here. This isn't about, well, and I said May. I mean June. I'm reading for June, but I'm doing the readings in May. So possibly May could be when you hear from this person or when you reach out to this person. But Spirit, I want messages for Cancer in the month of June from their person. There's hesitance. And I also want to say cross watchers. So from my viewer's point of view, the person on their heart and mind, what would they say to him? If they could or would. Oh, a chunk. I knew exactly what I was doing. I am not available. I know I messed everything up. Now, these stuck together. I'm not feeling that I'm not available. But I'm going to take it because the three came out together. If it feels right for you, own it. If it doesn't, just chuck it. Again, bottom of the deck. It was my fault, but I blamed you, and it's time for me to heal now. I feel those. This is a mirroring. I'm becoming a better person. I know as I was a distraction from your pain. Could be. Feels more like cross-watcher energy, but take what is yours. I want to be more than friends, and I hide behind material things. I saw this card and almost took it when I took these two off the bottom of the deck, but I wasn't sure. And so, you know, for somebody, it doesn't have to be everybody, but somebody with that King of Pentacles, this person could really be a hard worker. They could be a workaholic. They could be judging themselves and others by the things they own or the stature that they have. Messages for my viewer from their person. Oh, I'm not taking chunks. Clear, concise messages for my viewer from their person. Just being near you is intoxicating. I mean, come on, we had the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands for the way that they feel about you. We both know I'm not the one for you. Sometimes I stay awake thinking of you. I do feel like this person regrets possibly leaving you, possibly not choosing you or mistreating you or abandoning you. I don't know. But they've got a low opinion of themselves, and that's their old wounds. They don't feel good enough. They don't feel worthy. It's like the shoe is on the other foot. It's like the runner become the chaser and the chaser become the runner. And it's this, balancing of divine masculine, divine feminine energy, knowing your self-worth, knowing your value, knowing that you don't have to be in a relationship to find joy and happiness. But this has been a struggle for both of you. Longing for each other, wanting each other, chasing and then running and then chasing and then running and then feeling worthy and then feeling unworthy and holding one accountable. And then, it just feels like the shame game, Tell me about what my viewer's person would like to say to my viewer. Hello. I'm taking just that one. I don't want to take big chunks. I sometimes wonder if you care. That's the truth. Will you choose me? That's mirroring. That's both of you. I never imagined so much perfection. You matter. Wait. Wait. I worry about us a lot. Couple more. Ace of Swords. There we go. Epiphany. Wait for me to get it. I'm thinking about us a lot, but I need a realization. There's something this person wants to communicate or needs to communicate. Wait for me. I'm worrying. I can't even look at you right now. That's weird. Why? Can't even look at you. Shame. I heard shame. I miss you. Do you? All right. That's it. I need time for me. That's the Four of Swords. I could be your hero, baby. And I left because you told me to. Take what resonates, leave what don't. I'm not sure if you told him to, but with that Queen of Swords and that Eight of Cups, you might have. You might have said, listen, go away until you're ready to come back right. I don't know. But this person believes that they had to leave because maybe energetically you were pushing them away. But, Six of Wands, I could be your hero. I miss you. This person is so wishy-washy. They're up, they're down, they're all over the place, and I'd be willing to bet they're mirroring you. I'll bet one day you're confident, the next day you're broken and sad. One day you have faith in the journey and know that they're going to return. The next day you think they're lost to you forever. One day you feel, you know, like beautiful and attractive and ready to take on the world. The next day you feel codependent and needy. And it's all about holding the frequency. You're so close, Cancer. You're so close. It's just about really owning it now. You've really got to own the frequency and the change that you've transformed into. And, you know, whether this person comes back strong or if you manifest somebody new, it's all about alignment for you, because I see that everything you dreamed about, everything you know you deserve, everything that is rightfully yours is on its way to you, but you have to be in the receiving mode. Timing. Remember, timing is not real, guys. Take this with a grain of salt, but I do like to try and get you a timing card. Spirit, when do you think is the most likely time that Cancer can, or my viewer, can experience change in this dynamic, or to hear from this person? Your choice. You are running the show and you get to decide power, authority, and status. All right. I guess Spirit's saying this is about alignment. I said it all along, and I'm going to stick to my story. It's alignment. Not a moment too soon or a minute too late. It's all about you, frequency, being in the frequency of the divine feminine and loving unconditionally and knowing that there's enough love to give to everyone without having to sacrifice, or it's infinite love. It's like, I don't have to take it from Peter and give it to Paul. I don't have to take it from Mary and give it to Jane. I have enough to give to everyone, and the one that gets the prize, the one that gets to spend the rest of their life with me, is the one that matches me in frequency. All right, let's get you, my viewer, advice from Spirit. Advice for my viewer from Spirit. Ooh, we got a lot. I'm going to take them all too. And, you know, that masculine energy wanted playful. Maybe it's time to be playful. We have my own energy. I love being there for friends and family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energy or mood affect my own. To help a friend in a hole, I don't need to jump in the hole with them. Simply reach out a hand. It's up to them to do the rest. That's true. That's divine feminine love, unconditional love. And then we have playful. I go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there is so much fun to be had? And then we have expressing love. I told you, you know, maybe you could express love without compromising your integrity or selling your soul. We have today, I notice the things I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite. It feels so great to express it. Maybe you could, maybe you could just reach out and say, listen, I was a little mad at you, but I think I'm okay now. And I just wanted to know that you're okay too. And whatever you choose, wherever you go, whatever you decide, whatever endeavors you have in your life, I just want you to be happy and know that I care. And then we have follow my joy. Today I will write down 10 things I enjoy doing, the things that make me feel good and raise my mood. Then I'll pick one or as many as I feel guided to and go do it. When I'm having fun and enjoying life, I'm in a state of allowing for all that I desire. And then we have intentions. Today's a fresh start, no matter how my day was yesterday. I can make of today whatever I want. My intention for the day is blank. Write your intention and tape this card behind your door so you may remember as you leave your house. So it's all about manifesting. It's about alignment. It's about integration. It's about being what you truly are, not what you were, because you aren't what you were anymore. You have changed. And it's time to own that change in a very beautiful, unconditional, loving way. All right. Advice for my viewer. Outside looking in, protection and flowing. So this is 5 of Pentacles energy, and I do think I think this is your person's energy. I think it used to be your energy. I think that things have flipped. The mirror. What you used to see when you looked in the mirror is now what the other person sees when they look in the mirror. And this is going to change. We've got protection, divine protection. We've got flowing. And one more. Advice for my viewer, Cancer. Unity. There's union consciousness here and evolution. So we have, you understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. Yeah, this could be union, unity consciousness. Evolution, you realize that obstacles are merely lessons to your path, on your path to love. You've evolved, Cancer. Own it. And be in this union energy of I am you and you are me. And if our paths cross, it's beautiful. And so this has been your reading, Cancer. I know it doesn't really predict anything for you. It's not telling you what to do or how to do it. It's not even telling you when it's going to happen. It's just saying that be in the frequency of unconditional love and you will magnetize it towards you. And own it 100%. Because once you own it, nobody can take it away from you. You're no longer the caterpillar, darling. You don't have to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. If somebody's stuck in a hole, you don't have to climb in it with them. You just reach a hand out. And I think in the past, you would climb in the hole with them and hold them and protect them and, you know, set things. I was going to say set yourself on fire so you can keep them warm. And Spirit's saying, no, we don't do that anymore, because now we know that everybody is worthy of love, but there's also an element of responsibility, taking responsibility for your own life, your own path, and your own experience, and knowing that another person's not responsible for you and you're not responsible for them. And that's part of your journey. When you get there, you'll know, because all of a sudden, the people that are supposed to be in your life start showing up, and they show up the right way. So I love you, Cancer, and I will see you next month for your zodiac, and there will be plenty of content in between. Namaste.